Hello, children of St. Mark's, and welcome back for another story from our Whirl Story Bible, from Spark House Family. Today's story, if you remember our last story, Moses received a special job from God who came to him in a bush. Remember, the bush was on fire, and God spoke to Moses and said, "You have to go back and tell Pharaoh." And he wanted Moses to tell Pharaoh that God's people were to be free. So, today's story begins on page 54. If you're following along in our hardback Bible, it's called Pharaoh Says No. And if you're following along in our on the screen, the Kindle version is called the 10 Plagues. So let's see what happens when Pharaoh meets Moses as an adult, and Moses comes as God's messenger. Moses stood bravely in front of Pharaoh. God says, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh said, "I'm the only God in Egypt, so no." So God sent 10 plagues to make Pharaoh listen. Plagues are things we really don't want to have happen. See if you can follow them. 1. The river changed from water to blood. Nothing to drink. Moses said, "Let my people go." And Pharaoh said, "No." 2. Slimy frogs hopped into town. Frogs on every bed and table. And Moses said, "Let my people go." And Pharaoh said, "No." 3. Tiny gnats flew in a giant cloud, buzzing and biting. Moses said, "Let my people go." Pharaoh said, "No." 4. Flies swarmed. Swatting didn't make them stop. Moses said, "Let them go." Pharaoh said, "No." 5. Animals got sick. Donkeys, camels, and sheep. Moses said, "Let them go." Pharaoh said, "No." 6. Sores covered the Egyptian skin. Itchy, scratchy, ouch. Moses said, "Let them go." Pharaoh said, "No." 7. A big storm thundered. Hail crashed and crushed the Egyptian crops. Moses said, "Let them go." Pharaoh said, "No." 8. Locusts swept across the land, chewing and eating everything green. Moses said, "Let them go." Pharaoh said, "No." 9. God blocked the light of the sun, darkness all day and all night, and Moses said, "Let them go." Pharaoh said, "No, no, no." 10. Every firstborn Egyptian child died. The people shouted a loud cry. Moses said, "Let them go." Pharaoh cried and said, "Yes, go." So Moses delivered God's message to Pharaoh and asked Pharaoh to let the people go, to let all those slaves who were working all the time and tired all the time and hurting all the time to go. And finally, Pharaoh let them go, but only after tragedy had struck the entire Egyptian people, including Pharaoh. So, come back next time to see what happens as Moses leads those people through their escape. Bye.